Mental health is identified as one of the biggest health issues in 2025. Anxiety and depression are among the most common conditions globally. Around 7 million children in the United States were diagnosed with ADHD in 2022, and in 2025, the numbers are staggering. Nearly 1 in 4 adults suffer from insomnia globally, and up to 50% of the adults experience sleep-related issues at some point in their lives. What if I told you that daily practice of meditation can help deal with these issues? 20 years ago, you would have laughed at me or even abused me. But today, scientists, doctors, and medical institutions around the world are actively recommending meditation to help treat these issues. And in this video, we're going to be looking at 5 scientifically proven benefits of meditation backed by medical research. Meditation has been officially recognized by major health bodies, including the American Heart Association, as a helpful intervention for managing high blood pressure. When you meditate, your body shifts from the sympathetic nervous system, which is the fight or flight response, to the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest response. The transition from a heightened state to a more relaxed state reduces contraction in the blood vessels, lowers the workload on the heart, and decreases cortisol levels. When practiced regularly, meditation also reduces overactivity in the amygdala, the brain's alarm system, making the stress response less extreme. As a result, regular meditation leads to measurable and sustained reduction in blood pressure for many practitioners. Mental health was barely recognized as a major health issue in the 1990s. In 2025, it is the most pressing health issue in many developed countries. How does meditation help deal with mental health issues such as anxiety and depression? Meditation causes measurable physiological and neurobiological changes in the brain. One of the most significant impacts of meditation on the brain is on the default mode network. The default mode network is part of the brain responsible for mind wandering and overthinking. Excessive activity in this network is strongly linked to stress and anxiety. Regular practice of meditation reduces activity in the default mode network, which in turn helps reduce stress and anxiety and supports recovery from depression. On a neurobiological level, meditation increases serotonin and lowers cortisol levels. Cortisol is the primary stress-producing hormone, while serotonin is linked to mood stability. Mindfulness-based stress reduction programs are now used in major hospitals and institutions around the world to help treat mental health conditions. Research consistently shows that regular practice of meditation leads to reduction in anxiety, depressive symptoms, and emotional reactivity. ADHD, which is also known as the Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, is a neurodevelopmental disorder which affects both children and adults. With the increased use of social media, attention-related difficulties are becoming more prevalent, particularly among children and young adults. MRI studies in children with ADHD have shown reduced activity and volume in certain regions of the brain. This is mainly in the prefrontal cortex, PFC, or the anterior cingulate cortex, ACC. The PFC and ACC are closely linked to each other and are important for cognitive functions. The PFC manages functions such as planning, working memory, decision-making, and impulse control, while the ACC specializes in monitoring conflict, detecting errors, regulating emotions, and driving motivation. Studies show that regular meditation practice increases the thickness of the PFC and ACC regions of the brain, thereby improving cognitive functions. Mindfulness practices, such as focusing on the breath, help train the brain to notice distraction and gently return attention to a single point or to the present moment. There are other dedicated mindfulness practices to improve attention switching and impulse control. More than 50% of the adults experience sleep-related issues at some point in their lives. Lack of sleep affects cognitive and physical development, especially in young adults. Meditation has shown to improve sleep quality and reduce symptoms of insomnia. Long-term meditators show healthier functioning of the pineal gland, which produces melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep cycles. Melatonin production naturally decreases with age, which is why sleep-related problems become more common later in life. Specific meditation techniques practiced before bedtime help calm the nervous system, reduce racing thoughts, and promote deeper, uninterrupted sleep. Unfortunately, addiction does not refer only to substance use disorders. It is becoming more prevalent in everyday life, including behavioral addictions such as mobile phone and gadget use. Addiction deeply affects the brain's reward, stress, and self-control systems. Chronic substance use and behavioral addictions weakens the communication between the prefrontal cortex and the reward systems, making cravings more automatic and difficult to resist. Mindfulness-based interventions train attention and awareness, helping individuals to notice cravings without acting on them. Programs such as mindfulness-based relapse prevention and mindfulness-oriented recovery enhancement have shown promising results in reducing cravings and lowering relapse risk. Meditation is not yet considered a primary treatment for addiction, but research strongly supports it as a powerful complementary approach when practiced consistently. Meditation is not a magic cure, but the science is clear. When practiced consistently, meditation reshapes the brain, regulates the nervous system, and improves both mental and physical health. And remember, just like going to the gym, consistency is everything. Thank you for taking your time to watch this video. I hope you found it helpful.